Okay, so today is a big day for Access Bank. It's the commercial bank is pioneering climate bonds, which is, of course, the FMDQ OTC Securities Exchange. It's a certified bond. This is the first after the Buhari's administration teed off what you called green bonds just about 2 years ago. Now we have the first corporate bond in the climate change business, and that is coming through Access Bank, who today unveils a new horizon for now the largest bank in Nigeria by customer base. Let's talk to Roosevelt Ogbonna, who is the Group Deputy Managing Director at Access Bank, is joining us live from the FMDQ Exchange Place, where the event of the corporate bond, of the climate bond listing is getting on the way as we speak. Mr. Ogbonna, thank you very much. It's good to have you here.
Thank you, Boston. Very great to be here myself.
Great to be there. Thank you very much. Congratulations. This is a brand new day for Access Bank. What is happening right now with this new horizon of this merger being concluded? Let's start from there.
Well, I think as we've shared with the market over the last couple of weeks, the merger for us is one that is exciting. It creates a significant platform that enables us to achieve several of the initiatives we have pursued as Access Bank. And I think the idea around the planet and people is something that we take very, very seriously within our bank. And I think it speaks to a large extent as to why we're doing the green bond, and we've chosen to pioneer it and pathfind our way as the first institution within the African market, within the African corporate market, to be issuing and listing a green bond, and it's something we're very excited working with the FMDQ on.
This is a brand new morning for millions of your customers and those of Diamond Bank coming together. What are they getting today, from today onward?
I think it's exciting, not just for us, but for our customers. We've shared with the market that the new enlarged entity is more than banking. Every stakeholder, as identified within the institution, will get more, be it our shareholders, our customers, our staff, of course, the investment community. We think that this new platform is one that every African and every Nigerian particularly should be proud of. For customers, today they have an enlarged bank that provides an array of banking services second to none in our market and across the globe. It's one that will be very digitally driven, and we will find a way to keep changing the narrative about Africa and African banking business. And I think for every stakeholder, this is one they should support because we have something in it for everyone.
So what is in it for Access Bank with this climate bond being unveiled on FMDQ OTC?
I think two things. The first thing is that here is yet another opportunity to tap into the capital market to support our idea around gender, sustainable banking, the idea around the environment and social issues. So raising capital was one thing that was interesting. But I think beyond that is changing the narrative, just getting people to now pay attention to things that are beyond profit. Within our bank, we realized very quickly that focusing on ESG issues was not just about making money in the short term, was realizing that if we don't do the things that are important today, we will all suffer for it as we go into the future. So we want to change the narrative. We want banks in Nigeria to begin to compete, not just about who has the biggest balance sheet and the biggest profit, but who has been able to make an impact in the environment in which they operate in. And I think that challenge is one that we're very confident the Nigerian banking system and the corporate will take on very, very fully.
So speak to us about the value additions and the expected outcome of this agri bond. What is the size? What are investors expecting in terms of the yield?
It's a small size. I mean, this is 15 billion. It's been priced at 15.5%. We recognize that in the context of the green issues, this bond is priced with very generous margins. We expect that because it's the first green bond that is issued in our market, it's not being risk adjusted in that sense. So investors today who invest in the bond would be no different from if they invested in any other government securities. But our expectation is that as the market becomes more aware about the impact of the funding that they are providing on the environment, we'll be able to price adjust the risk and the impact that we see in the global environment in the cost of funding. So today is 15.5%, very generous pricing if you ask me, but it's the first, so we have to allow the market to get used to issues like this, and then on the back of that, we hope to see significant changes in yields.
Thank you very much, Roosevelt Ogbonna, Group Deputy Managing Director at Access Bank PLC, a brand new horizon for this commercial bank. Thank you very much for speaking to us from FMDQ Exchange Place. Let's take this to the stock exchange. Temple Ashaju, get in here on the, not on the bond side, but on the stock side. Everybody will be watching the shares of Access Bank on the ticker tape of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Today is going to be most closely watched stock today. Temple, you are in a green tie, and that's, I'm going to look into that. Sorry, you never told me you're going to come in green. So, but that's good. Green and white. That's the national color of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Nice one. So, what's happening on in the first hour of opening? Bring us up to speed.
Well, the market is flat, bossing. We haven't seen any changes. The only thing we've seen now is more and more earnings trickling into the market. And of course, you know, a lot of investors had put down money on a lot of these stocks before now for some capital appreciation. Of course, that has yielded them some real good numbers, which is now enough for them to get out of the market, or basically reduce holdings in case of those that are basically going to be paying out dividends. So a good example of one of the companies that a lot of investors are now selling down on is O&O, which came in this morning, posting some 37% increase in top line to 679.5 billion naira. And of course, that's a number that, if you recall, in the early part of the year, we saw O&O trading around 4 naira, or 4 naira 30-something kobo. Then between January and now, it has actually moved way up to some 5 naira 45 kobo. I think at a point it almost hit 6 naira. So now that the earnings is out, I mean, some good traders have been able to, smart traders rather, have been able to make some good money. And of course, if you look at the numbers, it's really impressive. I think the fact that they saw higher oil production, higher oil commodity price, it actually aided that performance. Their profit after tax also rose some 47% to some 28.8 billion naira compared to 19 billion naira in the preceding year. That's for 2017. They got a 9% growth in profit as well. That's the gross profit. So it's really impressive, the fact that they were able to manage their borrowing strategy, 70% reduction in upstream borrowing this time, and translated to some 11% growth or decline in the total group's borrowing as they had last year. Last year, it came at 210 billion naira, I think, compared to 237 billion naira in 2017. So that's been very, very impressive. The fact that they also had a 10% growth in oil production last year made that earnings very, very impressive. So I think going forward, the fact that we're even seeing traders selling down right now due to their appreciation and the profit that they've made for profit taking, we will see the share price of O&O possibly ticking higher compared to the lows it fell to last year, Bosun. So of course, we have a couple of other earnings coming in from some of the insurance companies. Recall that a lot of them had actually filed for delay in disclosure.
Yeah, it's your busy day, Temple. You take it all in your stride. Then we're going to get back tomorrow, 10 o'clock in the morning, have a more robust conversation around Owando's earnings and a few others. I know a few insurance companies are also reporting. It's our season. Welcome to April, Temple, and there's no April Fool here. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, our viewers here in Nigeria and around the world. This is Bosun Namofe. I'm signing off until tomorrow. Have a great day. See you then.